Welcome to dasfilmfest.com. This week we're sponsored by Emico and by Neocon Express. And right now I'm at the Eames office at 850 Pico in Santa Monica. And we're getting ready for a show called Charles Eames Centennial, Part 1 from St. Louis to California. Then Part 2 is going to open in January of 2008. Because June 17th will be, Sunday, June 17th, Father's Day this year, would have been Charles's 100th birthday. So we're doing another number of things to celebrate. And on Das Film Fest, I'm going to show you two little videos that I did. One is a church that Charles had designed in Helena, Arkansas in 1935, and the other is a house he designed in 1937 in St. Louis for Alice Meyer and her husband, and she's going to give a tour of this house. She did this for me about 10 years ago and was a remarkable person, and I think you'll enjoy the tour. So let's watch a look at St. Mary's Church in Helena, Arkansas, and then the Meyer House, and then I'll come back to here.
Now, going into practice of architecture in 1930 is really something. It's the greatest thing that could happen, because you practice architecture and you have to do everything. And we did some little churches, we did some houses and residences, and if there was sculpture to do, you carved the sculpture. If there's a mural to paint, you painted the mural. We designed vestments, we designed lighting fixtures in residences, rugs, carving, and you helped build the building.
I said I would like to have a small, big house, or a big, little house. Charles was very playful, you know, and very imaginative. And he also asked me what my favorite symphony was, and I told him it was the Mozart G minor. So the bricks are in here. It's the first few bars of the G minor symphony by Mozart. And you see the angel blowing the inspiration. Oh, notice the beautiful silver lining of the cove. That again is that Japanese tea paper. Yes, the house has so many beautiful details. The window that has some stained glass panels and Greek motifs that were designed by Charles and made by Emil Fry. Now these niches are beautiful. You can see how they're recessed. It goes in here, and then there was a glass shelf that had lighting under it. I told him that we wanted a house of contemporary design, and told him the number of bedrooms we wanted and the kind of house we wanted. It grew and grew because the more we talked about it, the more we added. Ground broken, January 3rd, 1937.
So we're getting ready for the show here, and I'll kind of walk you through some of the things you'll see, but it's going to be, like I said, Charles' 100th birthday. We're dedicating a plaque at the Eames house, where it's got national landmark status, which is very exciting. We're doing a member appreciation day there, and you can see we're all getting ready for the show. There's some neat pictures from Charles's youth. Got some really neat things from the family collection. These are some photographs that we'll be showing. That's actually me with Charles as he was working on a film on toy ships. These are some etchings that he did that you'll be able to see. Got some of his shirts. Beautiful, beautiful items. Marvelous photographs. Here's a birthday photograph from the early 60s. Some of the images of the construction of the airplane parts. Obviously, a section on his meeting Ray. Lovely pictures. And a really great letter that went from that was from him to my mom when he was working at MGM Studios. It's a lunchbox that he painted for her. So there are a lot more things that we're gonna have here. We have a beautiful speaker an eames speaker, and splints, and the plywood glider seat, the Kleinhans chair. A lot of special treasures. So come by the eames office at 850 Pico in Santa Monica to see more and start celebrating Charles's centennial year. We got a lot more things happening down there then, and we'll probably do a few more on Das Film Fest. All right, I hope you enjoyed the films. See you in 2 weeks.